Alright, well, here's our little friend in its place. And, well, is it perfect? No, but I think, let me just put this in here. Okay, and this is the rough fitting, what you're looking at here. That's why there's no front on the drawer, there's nothing on that cabinet. In fact, I really haven't even decided what I'm going to do in there. There's a couple tricks I can try, but right now, probably just going to be a cabinet door. Maybe one shelf. I don't know. That's tough. We'll get back to that later. But as you can see, got about a ½ an inch hanging over here. And you can see where it has to be trimmed to match the curve of the wall. The way I decided to do that is kind of down and dirty. I'll be taking a pencil and just tracing, following this wall, just tracing the relief, and I'll probably end up just taking it off with a belt sander. Probably the easiest thing to do. And you can see I've got a little bit there in the corner. I gotta put that step in, and I have to relieve that corner a little bit to get it to fit too. But not too bad. I mean, I can live with this. I think just fitting it up against the wall is going to take away the majority of this step. And then this whole area is going to be carpeted. So I'll have the nap of the carpeting to also kind of make up for. So that area should come out flush. That's what I'm looking for, is to try and get this here to be as flush as I can. And you can see there's that laminated piece we made. Now you can see kind of how it works. It allows you to be able to get your feet in this area, and then there'll be some screws from the back side here. You know, some screwed back from the top, and of course it'll be, I'll use the same aluminum L brackets that I use down in here to mount it to the wall, to the back here, and then of course it'll be screwed down in through here, and in the back side screwed down. So hey, like I said, I want to be able to take this apart if I have to. I'm going to really try my best to square this area away so I don't have to, but well, you got to plan for the just in cases. Anyway, so there's the desk, and now it's just a matter of doing a bunch of trimming and getting it as close to perfectly fit as I can. Okay, well, it's time to start doing the fitting up against the wall. And there's a lot of different ways to do this, but let's see if I can get the camera far enough away where you can watch. Okay. Alright, what I'm going to do, there's compasses, there's all kinds of stuff you can use. But what I've got here is just a couple of scrap pieces of wood, and going to put the pencil up against that, and that's going to give me a new constant. So when I make this line, it'll follow the contour of the wall, and while it's not thick enough right now to do the entire go, it'll give me a starting point. And let's see, we'll get you here. I don't know if you can see it. I just have to point it out because this camera just won't pick it up. But there's a line right there, constant, and then it peters out right about here. Now I'll go ahead and cut that, go ahead and bring the desk back, and it'll fit that much closer to the wall. Now, could I have just gotten a thicker piece of wood and done it all in one go? Yeah, but I really want to take my time here, and well, quite frankly, that was the pieces of wood I grabbed. And then down here, pretty much the exact thing. I'm just going to stack my little pieces of wood on top of each other. Try and do this with one hand. And just follow the contour. And you can see how fast that petered out. You can see that line. See it right there? Now I'll go knock those off, that there and what's up here. And just going to keep doing that until this whole desk fits flush up against the wall. Then the moment all of these surfaces fit perfect, then I'll come back and knock out that little bitty spot right there where that piece of channel is. Well, I guess it's an L piece actually. And then it'll fit tight, and hopefully we'll be able to put it on. It'll also, of course, as I cut that off, this section here, which is sticking that much out, will get closer that way. And with a little bit of luck, we'll be really close. By the time we're done, these two will come very, very close to matching up. All right, I'm going to grab some tools and get this part cut off. Be back in a bit. Okay, well, there's our desk sitting upside down on this workbench, and it's pretty much done. I've got it all trimmed out to fit. And as far as attaching it to the bulkhead, it's upside down, like I said in this picture. And there'll be screws from the back bulkhead into here, and of course, all along the back screwing in. But as you know, this piece here, there's pressboard behind the wood that's there. So we don't know how that's going to hold. So I feel pretty confident it'll hold when I've got this part, which is of course against the floor. This will all be screwed down to the floor. But out here, which when it's upside down, this is where your feet are. So I went ahead and put in this strip of aluminum and pre-drilled the holes. And I'll actually rivet that to the bulkhead, which is very much in keeping with Airstream. So, and of course, you know, when the drawer's closed, let me show you this here. When the drawer's closed, it'll hide all of that. You won't be able to see it. So, you know, hey, it ain't perfect, but next time you see this desk, it ought to be installed. So this is the end of the rough part of the building the desk video. All right, thanks for sticking around, y'all. Fair winds. See you next time around.